Rabbi Leibel Lamb from Muncie once related that he went to a Chumash shir from the then Rosh Yeshiva of Mir Yerushalayim, Rav Nosson Tzvi Finkel. It was a Chumash shir in Parshas Lech Lecha, and Rav Nosson Tzvi Finkel started off Lech Lecha when HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Avram Avinu to leave it all behind, to just go. And Rav Nosson Tzvi Finkel, he paused and he said, "It's not easy not knowing where you are going. It's not easy not knowing where you're going." And that's the topic I want to talk about this week, dealing with uncertainty. When it all seems so uncertain, when we have no idea where we are going, how do we deal with that? How do we deal with the uncertainty? We say in Shemona Esrei 3 times a day in the Bracha of Moedim, we say, "Noida lecha unisaper tilosecha," I give thanks to you and I tell over your praises, "Al chayenu hamisurim biyadecha," for our lives which are given over into your hands. Very often we just go right through this bracha. We don't think too much about what it is exactly that we are thanking Hashem for. But what are we saying? We're saying, "Noida lecha," I give thanks to you. And not just that I give thanks to you, but unisaper tilosecha, I will say over your praises, I will relate your praises for what? Al chayenu hamisurim biyadecha, for my life which is given over to your control, to your hands, that you, Ribbono Shel Olam, are in charge of my life. If we stop and we think about what we're saying for a minute, it's not just that we're acknowledging that we're powerless over our own lives. It's not just that we're acknowledging that HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the world, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in charge of our lives, but it's more than that. We're actually saying thank you to Hashem for being the one who's in charge of our lives. We're saying that we're going to say over Hashem's praises for what? For being the one who is in control of our lives. We're acknowledging not only do we realize that because we don't see the full picture, we wouldn't make the best decisions, but we're saying thank you to Hashem that you are the one making the decisions, that you are the one controlling the situation that I'm in, controlling whatever it is, wherever it is that I'm going. We are saying thank you to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for being in charge. When somebody's addicted to something, whether they're addicted to substances, alcohol, behaviors, whatever it is, they feel that they're powerless against their addiction. They feel that their addiction rules their lives and that there's nothing they can do to stop it. One of the programs which addicts find tremendous success in is the 12 steps. I want to talk for a moment about the first 3 of those 12 steps. The first step is we are admitted that we are powerless over our addiction and that our lives have become unmanageable. Step 1 is admitting powerlessness. Step 2 is we came to believe in a power greater than ourselves can restore us to sanity. Believing in a greater power is step 2. And step 3 is made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of the higher power as we understand him. Step 1, admitting powerlessness. Step 2, believing in a greater power. And step 3, making a decision to turn our lives over to that greater power. Sometimes the most empowering thing that we can do, the most liberating thing that we can do is give up control. Is stop trying to be a backseat driver. It's a liberating feeling knowing that I am not trying to control my destiny. I am not trying to control my life. I am doing my hishtadlus. I'm putting one step in front of the other. I am trying to do the right thing, but ultimately, I am not in control. And if we think a little bit deeper into that, if we really reflect on that and think to ourselves, do we really want to be in control? Us who do not know what the future brings, us who does not know what's actually the right decision, what's actually best for us, what's actually best for our families, we who do not know how things are actually going to turn out, would we really want to be the ones taking 100% control over everything that happens? I think a lot of us, just like the addict says, no. We want to give up control. We want to let go. We want to let go and let God. And if we think about it and we realize that we have the ability to say, I'm letting go. I surrender. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's best for me. I don't know how things are going to turn out. And I'm done with trying to control that. I'm done with being a backseat driver. I want to turn this over to you, Hashem. I want to accept that you are in charge. I want to work on internalizing that you are in charge. And if we could work on really internalizing that Hashem is in charge, that Hashem knows what's best for us, if we could really start working on trying to let go and believe that Hashem is in the driver's seat and believe that Hashem knows what's best for us, then we could actually come to the point where we could say, thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem, for being in control. Thank you, Hashem, for taking care of me. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to be. I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know what the best thing is. I don't know how the future is going to turn out. I want to let go and let God. And thank you, Hashem, for giving me the ability to let go by knowing that you care about us, that you know what's best for me, you know what's best for my family. And not only will I thank you for that, but if I really internalize that, I could actually, I could praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the fact that He's controlling my life, that He's controlling our destiny, that He's controlling what goes on in the world. What we have to work on is realizing that sometimes the greatest control we could have over our lives is by giving up control, by completely letting go, and by turning it over to Hashem and working on realizing that we can, A, turn it over to Hashem, and B, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows what's best for us. And the more we believe that we could turn it over to Hashem and that HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows what's best for us, the more we could come to appreciate the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one who's in charge, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one running our lives, that we can actually let go, let God, and thank Hashem for being the driver of our lives.